Alright, I'm here recording a video for Hipsters of the Coast with my pal Andrew Jessup. We're going to be running through a Grixis Shadow League with the new Mulligan rule on Magic Online. So I guess we can jump into the list. Andrew, why do you like Death Shadow right now with the new Mulligan rule?
It doesn't benefit as much from the rule as like other decks would, on its own merits. But what it does benefit a lot from is Death Shadow is very good when your opponents are mulliganing a lot. So
Okay.
it definitely helps it out. This is currently the deck and list I plan on playing at the Mythic Championship in London in 2 weeks at this point. And another reason is actually at that tournament, all deck lists will be public. Like you'll get your opponent's list before the round, which is just like insane for Shadow because you know hands to keep.
Yeah, that seems like a huge benefit.
Shadow's like this deck that tries to have game against everything. It's like you have a lot of dead cards in a lot of matchups, so knowing when to what hands you actually keep is a pretty huge benefit.
Yeah, like drawing like multiple fatal pushes against Tron is
Yeah,
always
or
a
when you
big
like
tilt.
bobble yourself with like a fetch on turn one, there's like a fatal push on top. Like you never know if you should actually keep it or not.
Yeah, no, that just seems awesome. I also imagine that a lot of the decks that benefit from the Mulligan rule are going to be almost
Like linear
glass.
combo decks.
Yeah, like linear combo decks or like glass cannon-y strategies. Like Cheerios is picked up a lot on Magic Online, and Shadow just shreds that deck, from my
Yeah.
understanding. Weird card choices, or I guess unconventional ones, are like the. Is there any reason for the main deck Echoing Truth?
Yeah, it just answers a lot of stuff I care about. It's good versus Phoenix, and you can bounce Sting in the Ice to reset it. It answers Pyromancer Ascension by either resetting it or you can set it up with a discard spell. Enchantments are a card type you normally wouldn't be able to deal with. It's great when your opponent bring back multiple Arclight Phoenix. You can just bounce them all. It's a pretty huge tempo swing. It's good against Dredge because you can't like prize amalgams, get multiple like Narcomoebas out of the way to block. It's never dead because you can always just bounce shadows in response to removal spells. It just does a lot right now. I like the card. I think it's good. Deals with Chalice, great against Ensnaring Bridge. Like the Warrior decks, like they can have all the jars. You're still just gonna hit all their bridges in one.
Yeah, no, seems super sick. Other than that, I think the only thing you've really changed in the main deck is you have
I have
four
four
snaps.
Snapcaster because Snapcaster is a good Magic card. People like my roommate Ben Friedman. He has been playing Jace Vryn's Prodigy, and I think that card is not very good. I think it's just too slow. It's like really bad against Dredge and Tron, where Snapcaster is pretty good. Like Snapcaster being really good against Dredge because as you can see, there's 4 Surgical on the board. I moved away from Leyline because I was just too many games because you lose game 1 so often that so game 3 you're pretty much always going to end up on the draw. At the new Mulligan rule, Dredge can almost always find a hand that has Leyline. I mean that has like looting and Nature's Claim.
Yeah,
So you can't actually protect. You can't protect your Leyline on the draw.
yeah, especially if
So I'm just tired of losing.
at the PT where deck lists are going to be public, it's going to be pretty important to like have like you can't just surprise them with Leyline anymore, right?
Yeah,
Which is kind of a bummer. Is that why you lean towards 4 surgicals in the sideboard?
I also like it because you can also see another change I made is I have some Fulminators because I wanted to card versus Tron and overlap against Control because I was sort of short on sideboards for sideboard slots for Control. So Fulminator's been kind of perfect to fill that slot. Between Thought Scours and Fulminators, I also feel comfortable bringing in Surgical against Tron now, where I normally wouldn't. So just overlapping 2 matchups that I expect to be pretty big.
Okay, cool.
I also really just hate drawing Leyline, and I'm not going to put Faithless Looting in my deck because that card sucks.
Yeah,
And Shadow, it's obviously a good card.
yeah the card disadvantage from Faithless Looting has always been kind of a tilt.
It's card disadvantage. Forces you to fetch red mana early, which I feel like I'm the only person that like. Maybe I overstated a bit, but other people seem to not care as much, and I think it's insane. I bet I have a cat right next to me.
No, it's all good. Yeah, other than that, everything seems pretty similar to what everyone's been playing since like GP Tampa and like what party lost in the finals with, minus the switches you made for like the Jaces, and then you have the main deck Echoing Truth. But all right, we'll jump into a league. All right, I'm here for round 1 of the Magic Online League with Shadow, joined by Andrew Jessup and his cat. And looks like we are on the draw. What do you think of this hand, Andrew?
We have a turn 2 Gurmag Angler, which is typically good. If you're on the play, I'd probably lean towards keeping, but on the draw, 4 lands is a lot of lands. It's more than I'm going to draw throughout the entire game, much less in my opening hand. If we play something like a Mirror, even where Gurmag's like one of your best cards, if we just got like Thoughtseize, we can probably never win. So I would, although mulliganing sucks in the Mirror too, but I'd much rather have like a 2-land 4-spell hand.
Yeah, I agree.
I would mulligan this hand.
Especially without Faithless Looting to convert the extra lands or Jace. It's like pretty rough. Alright, yeah, this hand is amazing.
Yeah, this hand is good. This is where Decklist would be really nice, and we knew if we could put away this Fatal Push or this Stub. So instead, I'd probably just get rid of the Street Wraith.
Really? Okay. So
yeah, we're going to be able to fill their yard up fine for Delve. We're going to be able to get our life total low enough for Shadow. So Fatal Push and Stub both have the potential to be one of our best cards in the matchup, so I don't really want to get rid of one of them. So I think it's pretty easy to get rid of Street Wraith.
Cool.
Could get rid of a Tarn, but that's kind of risky.
At least we'll also, looks like they are, what? Hollow One, I guess, is the only thing.
Yeah, we could theoretically cycle Street Wraith just to make sure we get our life total down, but Burning Inquiry typically an aggressive deck, so it's not even that big a deal. They'll be able to do it for us, and saving the Street Wraith, if we do get to keep Fetch Land Bobble Street Wraith, is a pretty big deal, so we will let this resolve.
Sweet. Our hand got a lot worse.
Ooh, yeah, this hand sucks. Yeah. No Hollow One at least.
Alright, so...
Ooh, the other hand would have been great. We would just have, like, turn 1, like Gurmag.
Yeah, that would actually have been insane.
Yeah, turn 2, alright.
Does Hollow One typically play Maximize Velocity?
They could be some sort of hybrid. They're definitely a Phoenix deck. I've been playing against, like, Flame-Bladed Hollow One Arclight Phoenix decks recently, so my best guess would be one of those. It could just be, like, straight mono red Phoenix, no Hollow Ones, but...
The Goblin lore makes me think that it's more on the Hollow One Phoenix, like mono red version.
Yeah, that's what I would suspect.
So, I guess the question here is like, how would you want to sequence this turn? My thought is usually do the bobble thing, where you bobble yourself and then fetch. But since we're almost guaranteed to Thoughtseize, do you just want to bobble them or do you just wait?
I would fetch a basic Swamp and play Thoughtseize, and then on their upkeep, I would bobble them. I want to wait a turn on the bobble because as of right now, after we get rid of our Thoughtseize, most of our cards suck. So if we burn Inquiry, I don't want to potentially put a better card in our hand. I would be fine just discarding the current cards we have, which we'll have a higher percentage of doing if we have a smaller hand.
Okay.
Just get a basic Swamp because these decks typically play Burn. They can just get some Phoenixes out and no rush to deal ourselves a bunch of damage.
So it looks like the...
How many spells do they have in their graveyard?
They have 4 already, so I think...
We should probably just take the Bedlam Reveler.
Yeah. Do that.
And their hand is basically atrocious. Even
if
they draw a land, like, it turns on lore, which could fix it. But
this, and then on their upkeep, we'd see if they're going to spike a land.
there's even a small argument for maybe we could wait another turn so we could use a Scry. We don't really have anything going now, so I don't like doing that. Right, so they hit the land.
Looks like they discarded...
One gut shot and a Goblin Lore. And what's the other card? Oh wow, they're so lucky.
I don't actually know, right? So they drew 4, right, and discarded
3. So that's gut shot X.
Yeah, it's just unknown. Hopefully we can spike a threat.
Yeah, we have a lot of good draws. Dismember, Shadow, Gurmag Angler. That's not a good one. Just play the Thoughtseize. In case the other cards like Bedlam Reveler or something.
Okay, so they're on land 4/4, and we're on lands and unplayable card.
Very lucky. Another Hollow One?
Yeah, that would be absurd. So do you want to fire off the Scalding Tarn in a turn? Just put a...
Yeah, you're just going to get a tapped water good.
That's... Alright. Strong pickup.
Playing of your fetches, they're all the same at this point. We'll get Steam Vents on the turn, and then hopefully break our incredibly unlucky streak.
We have seen a large percentage of the lands in the deck. I wonder how consistent this deck is, the Hollow Wind deck.
I'd imagine Arclay Phoenix Hollow One is not very consistent with like Burning Inquiry.
Yeah.
But
fire off this, go to 5.
like Hollow One's inconsistency was definitely super overrated, but when you're like Cat Burning Inquiries and these cards that you really want to discard and these cards that you really don't want to discard, it probably gets pretty insane. And then you're adding low power level cards like Gutshot in and just get like a Steam Vents. Yeah, I mean, Shadow Gurmag Angler still probably just win the game.
I think we just want to fire this off targeting ourselves.
Yeah, not target them.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you think your top card's really good. But,
yeah, I mean...
and just cycle.
Usually.
2 minutes we die, but we only get 1 draw anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah, we might as well
so
hit
we're just limiting them on a draw step, yeah. Also, going to 1 against a Gutshot attack is worse than going to 3. Nice.
Okay.
Alright, so we just have to hold. They probably have a hold here, because they're tanking on responding, yeah. Alright.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Alright. So, I mean, braids are pretty easy to bring in.
Yeah.
Like Cake Man generally against Hollow.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it just kills Flame Bladed Dead, kills Hollow One, it's fine. Games can get kind of grindy.
I guess the question is how many...
Mana Surge goes like 3.
Yeah. I definitely don't think we want 4. But...
Yeah.
So, cards we want to cut.
You can get rid of Street Race.
Okay, so you want to treat this similar to almost like Burn. Thoughtseize is a little better, but Street Wraith is usually pretty easy to trim on. Only other thing I could think is like maybe cutting a couple pushes.
We can cut like push, and you can cut a Snapcaster as a hedge against Leyline.
Okay. Yeah, this looks good. Anything that you feel like you're missing out of the sideboard?
No.
Cool. Fire it back up. That was unfortunate. We even had the Death Shadow into Team Battle Rage. So we likely would have been able to win. Definitely want to play first. Sand is not good. Alright, the sand is much better.
No, it's not that good.
I thought this was a fetch.
I would know good. Alright, this sounds fun. We should get rid of Truth and Teamer Battle Rage.
Wait, Truth. Okay, yeah. The uncastables. Alright. I guess here we want to bobble ourselves, see if we have a land, right?
We can play fine off 1 land. I'm fine just bobbling them.
Just to get full info?
Yeah.
So,
and this as opposed to the other scenario, most of their cards are fine. So I don't really care about having an extra card for Inquiry.
And then we just want to fire off Thoughtseize.
Yeah, just get a Watery Grave.
What do we got? Wow. Okay. This is interesting. What are you leaning towards?
Can we beat Shrine?
What's up?
I know we have like artifacts removal spells, but Shrine might be pretty annoying.
Yeah.
We have removal spells for the Flame Bait Adept. Inquiry, they have an extra anyway, and then Fiery Temper doesn't do anything. I think taking Shrine is the safest play.
Yeah, because I think more often than not, their turn 1 is just going to be Flame Blade, especially with the Burning
Yeah, they 100% do.
Wow. Tremendous draw
Strong
step.
draw. Although we're probably just going to end up discarding next turn. But.
If we draw land, we can...
Yeah, dismember.
Yeah.
Special land.
I guess, is there any merit to waiting?
Yeah, just wait.
Let's see what they do. Wow. There's not even...
Pretty surprising. We can...
Really?
I didn't like that.
You would have... Oh, that's true.
Yeah, so with their hands, Fiery Temper, Inquiry, yeah, we can... Problem is, if we dismember, we go to 10, we have a 3/3 Shadow, and if they hit Fiery Temper off the Inquiry or have a land, it dies.
Mm-hmm.
But there's probably our best chance of winning the game. If we do draw land, we can keep it alive. Yeah, we can fire off the dismember.
That was kind of where I was leaning towards. And if we spike a land, we spike a land kind of thing.
Yeah, but if we draw a land, going lower doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, obviously.
Alright, well.
Play... Oh, I don't know if I would have played the...
Oh, because of the... Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. This thing is slightly laggy. Yeah, just play Shadow. Obviously played off the Swamp. Now if we draw a stub, if they just like temper it, don't play a third land, we can stub.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, yeah. Alright, they should probably just fire off Fiery Temper. Alright. I hope they get punished. Never punished. And we just keep our 2 pushes and discard regular.
Yeah. We just discarded Shadow Island in Gurmag.
Nice.
Wonder if they'll... Oh, they are killing our Shadow. Smart play. They discarded the other Burning Inquiry. And Fiery Temper.
Yeah, but I haven't lost a match in like 2 days. If you lose this, I'm blaming you. You suck.
Wow. Pretty sure we're gonna lose here.
Yeah, almost certainly. But
it's unfortunate, but I wonder. I'm really not seeing any Phoenix.
yeah, they might not have it.
Yeah, they're just.
It's weird to play gut shots without Phoenix, but
Yeah.
but
Super strange deck.
they may have maybe like boarded them out of Fair Play line, like they boarded in Shrine. Like
That's a good
board out
point.
Phoenix.
Oh yeah, there's Phoenix right there. So 3 in that.
Ha, we can kill that one. But we're basically dead next turn. So
Yeah.
fetch, obviously we can draw an artifact and roll a spell, and we're definitely in it.
Do you want to fire off push now, or do you want to wait and see if we draw K command?
Nah, because command would be fine making them discard. Or no, we'd get back a creature anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, definitely just push. Okay. And play it. Tap on my line. You always do that. Yeah, it tilts me pretty bad. You just like 1 mana Grandma Gangler because you can. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna shuffle one of my 500 Andrew Jessup the Monarch tokens on my desk.
Oh, did you actually get some in?
Yeah, I finally got him. I got him like last week on the Invitational 4 months ago.
Yeah, we're dead.
Yeah. Alright, Brad, you suck.
Wow. So mean. Alright. Yeah, that was kind of unfortunate. Alright. Moving on to match 2. Alright, we're here for round 2. Unfortunately, the audio for this one got messed up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and play through the replay. So, opening hands, pretty reasonable. We're on the draw. They kept 7. We should have a bunch of cantrips, ways to manipulate our draw steps, fatal push. This is great. So they lead on Flooded Strands. We end up drawing Stubborn for the turn. We reveal a Shadow off the bauble, so we're not going to fetch. We'll draw our threat for the turn, so this will be great. Right now, I assume they're playing Esper or Blue-White Control. One of those decks with the Flooded Strand lead. Either way, we need a threat no matter what the matchup is. So that pretty much solidifies that it's Esper or Blue-White. Draw Shadow. We're still in a great spot, I think. We can end a turn. We'll fetch, scour ourselves, and just try to power up the Shadow as quickly as we can. Okay, so this is even better. We end up drawing a Gurmag, which is tremendous. We'll go ahead and fetch, and then this is a pretty easy, just like fetch, Gurmag, hold up Stubborn. And we'll go ahead and do that. So we're going to fetch, do their thing. Tap Chalkland. At this point, we're just holding up Stubborn and try to defend or protect our threats. And hoping that, or try to stop them from like playing a Planeswalker or something. Here, we'll scout ourselves. We have Battle Rage, which is great. If they end up letting their guard down for a second, we can just hit them for 10. So this is cool. They play a Cast Down. We basically want to counter that, and then here we have a pretty tough decision. After our Gurmag deals 5, basically we could play a round of a Wrath Effect if we really want to, and not play the Shadow. However, I think it's better to just jam the threat. We're probably not being a Wrath Effect anyway. We don't really have any way to defend our creatures, so we'll slam Shadow. Do this. They Fatal Push. Then they just main phase Esper Charm, which is kind of strange. And then we'll see what we draw. So we draw Bobble. We get to see that they're drawing a Negate, so here's a perfect time to just let this Battle Rage rip. And if they have an answer to our Gurmag, we're probably losing anyway. But this way we put them on a one-turn window. They have Snapcaster. They end up cast downing our Angler. This puts us in a pretty tough spot. We need a threat now. They are at 3, which is kind of fortunate. So let's see. And then we draw Street Wraith, which is fortunately just lethal. So we can just jam Street Wraith here. The other option is we could also play Thoughtseize. However, we do know they have Negate. But I think it's better to just jam the threat and put the onus on them to basically having another removal spell. Especially considering they took the turn to play Snapcaster main phase and cast down, just to make sure that they were able to resolve the removal spell. So I think it's just much better to be proactive here. It just felt like it was pretty unlikely that they had removal. Alright. So they end up having Jace, which is pretty bad for us. And then they attack us. Same thing, if we don't draw a threat, we're probably just going to jam Street Wraith again. We don't really have a way to kill Jace now that's in play. We're all Stubborn, kind of unfortunate. But we're basically stuck in just jamming Street Wraith and hoping they brick. And it keeps their Jace in check if they want to keep bouncing the Street Wraith. Otherwise, they're looking for a removal spell too. So this is kind of strange. They end up... They end up plussing on us, right? Yeah, and they put it on top too, which is kind of strange. And then they ended up pathing us. So that was kind of an awkward play. Because we could just, if they kept it on top and it was a bad card. I actually chose not to shuffle, so that was a mistake on my part. But just a weird sequence from our opponent. So we draw. It's Thought Scour. Also strange that they left that on top. I guess maybe they knew they were pathing, so it just didn't matter. We'll just play Thoughtseize, play into the Negate, then we can Thought Scour, and we get a land. At that point, the game is pretty much over. So it's a pretty easy concession. Okay, before we get into game two, the match against Esper Control, I just wanted to go over basically how we'd end up boarding in the matchup. In this matchup, we're probably going to cut the Battle Rages, the Echoing Truth, and believe it's 4 Fatal Push, and then we'll be bringing in 2 Lilianas, 2 Disdainful Strokes, 2 Fulminators, and the Kolaghan's Command. Basically all the grindy spells. Kolaghan's Command's really nice, kills Creeping Tar Pit, Celestial Colonnade, anything like that they might be playing. And then the removal spells are pretty bad, but it's nice to keep in Dismembers as just like checks against random creatures like the Angels or also Celestial Colonnade's really good against, or Vendilion Click, just anything of that like. But let's go ahead and hop into the game. Alright, so we are on the play. We ended up mulliganing our hand. It was like Street Wraith Bobble, just ended up not having anything. This hand's great. We go ahead and put an extra land on the bottom. And yeah, just a pretty easy keep. We have Thought Scour, plus we have a bunch of great threats. Fulminator just being a nice like clock that if they end up trying to kill it, we can just end up sacking killer land. So now we're kind of stuck because we don't have a third land, but we still have Stubborn Denial and just a bunch of other great threats. So we're kind of in this like draw go thing where we really want to draw a land. Like discard spell would be really nice. Fortunately, with your Street Wraith, which is also awesome. Probably the best card in that scenario, especially if we ended up hitting a land. So here we can end up just playing the Gurmag Angler, and especially with double Street Wraith, and then holding up Stubborn. So they have Logic and Offer 1, which is kind of strange. Only thing I could think here is that they just want to tap us out and then untap and use whatever to kill the Gurmag, which is perfectly fine. We end up paying for the Logic Knot. We're tapped out now. But it is strange because like if we just played a land, we would be up. Like there's just like we would just have Stubborn to be able to stop it. But anyway, they untap and they Celestial Purge the Gurmag. They have this. It's a 2, so they end up taking it. We can't end up stubborning that, which is kind of awkward. Here, still need to draw lands. I unfortunately don't, which is kind of rough. We are able to hold up Stroke and or Stubborn Isle here in case they play Planeswalker. Again, those are going to be like their main ways to get card advantage on us, which is kind of cool. That we just have a way to stop their main threats from coming down, and we just have to hope we draw a land. So, same thing, we draw a land. It's like pretty obvious that they have Cryptic or something of the sort. So it would just like you basically are in this weird situation where you can't just jam your threat. So we would rather just hold back, and if we end up drawing a land, since they missed their land drop last turn, if we draw a land, then we have Stubborn plus 3 mana threat. We can also end up drawing like Thought Scour or something like that, or discard spell to kind of break up what they're doing. So there's jamming Esper Charm, which is kind of lame because we can't really interact with it. They hit their land drops. This looks like a Jace. We're going to go ahead and Disdainful Stroke that. Obviously that card resolving would just be a big bummer for the good guys. So go ahead and fetch, set up for another Shadow if we draw that. End up drawing Thoughtseize, which is super nice. In this situation though, so we have the option to Thoughtseize them, or we could just jam Liliana while they're tapped out. And I think it's better to just jam Liliana, because it just creates a threat on the board, and then we can keep playing things that they have to answer, while also this Liliana is just like looming over them. So they just end up bouncing the Lily. So that makes me think that they have like a negate or something like that to stop the Lily from coming back down. So I just rather fire off the Thoughtseize here, and then we can end up stubborning if they end up having a negate, which they do. We stubborn, We get to check out their hand. It's pretty bad. It's like Cryptic, Logic Knot, and Path. So it's a pretty easy Cryptic, and then we can just snap back the Thoughtseize next turn, and Liliana plays around the Path, which is super nice. So they ship back to us. They drew Field of Ruin. Here we drew a fetch, which is super nice. We can go ahead and we'll just cast Snapcaster right now, and then we can Thoughtseize them on our main phase. They obviously decide that that's not okay, so they're gonna Logic Knot us, and then we get to slam Lily while their last card in hand is Path to Exile. As opposed to playing something like Gurmag or just playing into it. They go ahead and cast Flooded Strand. Here we can just play 2 threats, and then we still have Lily in play, even if they have some sort of Wrath effect or whatever. So we'll just go ahead and play that. They're going to Path the Death Shadow. We get an island out of it. It's fantastic. And now they're empty-handed. We have a hard to deal with threat that's ticking up to basically an unbeatable ultimate. And then we have a Gurmag. So, and this is actually a great situation. So they did draw the Tar Pit that would normally be lethal. But we fortunately have Fulminator Mage. And we still have the Liliana ticking up, which is quite fortunate. So we'll go ahead and we're going to bash for 5 here, take up Liliana, and then we'll just play the Fulminator Mage and just hold. No reason to do it main phase. We can wait and see what they end up drawing. So this is kind of interesting, because I would have assumed that they ended up casting Collective Brutality, and I feel like if they just Collective Brutality and try to -2 on us, then we go to 1, and then it gives them the out of drawing Snapcaster Mage to just kill us. So it is kind of strange that they took that line. Instead, they just managed to discard a Thoughtseize that was effectively dead anyway. And it would have also forced some awkward lines with our Liliana, because we would have had to bring back Snapcaster to protect ourselves with Stubborn. So we just draw a Snap anyway. We go ahead and attack for 5, and then they just pass, don't do anything. We have Snap, we Ultimate Lily, and this game's basically over. We have Snapcaster Cryptic, and I don't think there's any way that we end up losing. So like they even ended up drawing the Snap too, which is kind of insane, because they could have just played into the collective out. But they're playing Cryptic to bounce this and draw a card to try to get some sort of momentum. We're just going to Snap in. Stubborn that, or I believe I had Disdainful Stroke, but same thing. We counter it. They're forced to chump, and then we just put 3 zombies into play because of Gurmag, and then they draw and concede. Alright, and now on to game 3. Alright. We're in game 3 against Esper Control of match 2. So this hand's great. Basically has everything we want: disruption, threat, and then more disruption, or ways like counter magic basically with hand disruption, and just a way to manipulate our draw steps. We're on the draw too, which is great. We'll get to lead on Bobble. We can see what we draw. I believe we end up seeing a Thoughtseize, which is great. So here we're gonna Thoughtseize them. It's like they're pretty far from being able to Teferi us, and we still have Disdainful Stroke. So we pretty much have that covered. We also have a Thoughtseize that we're drawing next turn. So I think it's a pretty easy path. It's just the best removal spell because it affects Angler. So if they end up drawing something else, we can still play Angler. We can take like the other path, and then we don't necessarily have to play Shadow into Fatal Push, but we can play Angler and basically dead the Fatal Push. So we'll take path here. We get to draw Thoughtseize off of Bobble, and then we get a fresh card next turn. We're pretty close to being able to just slam Angler as well. So they top with Opt, draw. It's weird that they chose to shock there, but I guess they have push plus. Oh, they had push plus purge. Sorry, I'm I missed that. So their hand at this point, when we Thoughtseize them, was push, purge, sphere, Teferi, drown catacomb. So we end up Thoughtseizing them, and they have Celestial Purge as well. Since they're just gonna purge whatever we play this turn, we might as well just let them. We might as well take the purge, stop them from being able to do something at instant speed, force them to tap out for Detention Sphere. So if we end up drawing something like Stubborn next turn, just gives us another turn to see another card. Whereas like if we play a threat and then they purge it, also purge kills Liliana, so it is like a pretty big plus to just get the purge out of the way. And then we can just end up playing a shadow into push here. We have another shadow, plus we have Gurmag, so we could even double threat next turn, and they only have one removal spell at this point. So they end up playing a Water Grave that they drew for their turn. We still know the 3 cards in their hand. So this is Cycle Street Wraith, play land, and then we just play Shadow plus play Gurmag. They're still pretty far off of playing Teferi. So they end up slamming the Detention Sphere, and this is actually pretty relevant that they did draw a Creeping Tar Pit, and so it's basically a 2-turn clock, and we get to attack them down to 10, then they attack us down to 3, we attack them down to 5, and they can kill us, right? So we are kind of under a little bit of pressure and need them to draw a removal spell, or we need to draw a removal spell if they take that route. So we end up drawing Inquisition, which we know is dead. We attack them down to 10, and then we just play a land and we get to see what they do, right? So they draw a Drown Catacomb, and then they play their land for the turn. So now we know they have Teferi plus Unknown. So if they go ahead and play, so they drew Jace, so we'll go ahead and counter that, and now luckily they didn't go for the Creeping Tar Pit, which would have actually won the game. But we'll just go ahead and thin our deck and get lucky and draw Stubborn now. So now they can't really double attack with Tar Pit, and they're pretty taxed into playing the Teferi. And we know the last card in their hand, so this game is over. But just one thing to note, if our opponent had decided to take the Tar Pit line, they would have won. There's nothing we could do. But anyway, check out the next round. Alright, we're here for match 3 of the Shadow League, and we're on the play. Let's unless you want to randomly choose to draw in case we play against a Garani matchup. So again, I really think this hand is strong against we get 2 redraws.
We're still on the play, so it's still not even sure.
Yep.
It's not even sure on the draw either. But
yeah, I think this hand is a keep pretty easily.
Yeah, it's not good, but yeah, get rid of Island.
We just have 2 disruption. We have a fetch plus 3 wraith, so keep bottom of the land, which is kind of nice. The mulligan rule has been super nice for this. Being able to
should Street Wraith first in case we draw Mishra's Bauble. I believe that is more relevant than thinning our deck of a land.
Do you just want to swamp? Okay. Swamp Inquisition.
No, now I want Water Grave.
Okay. And still lead on Inquisition. Wow, look at this strategy.
This is the Wilderness Proclamation. No, this is Escape.
Yeah, this is Bring to Light Escape Shift. I mean, the best card is probably Growth Spiral.
Yeah, we can get rid of it.
Push is dead, so we can Thoughtseize next turn. Take the Worldly Council if we really want to.
We may end up just Thoughtseizing and push anyway if we don't draw land, because that way we can still. Never mind.
Hey, Street Wraith into.
I have not seen our draw yet.
Yeah, we're in our upkeep. You're good.
Oh, okay.
I was saying Street Wraith into land would be kind of nice.
I thought you were saying. I thought you were saying you drew Street Wraith.
No, we're not that lucky.
I thought you were spoiling it for me.
No. Oh, crap.
You were hardly unlucky. That was a terrible draw. I would play Thoughtseize.
I guess, yeah, it doesn't matter, right? We're just going to Thoughtseize off both.
Almost certainly. I mean, hopefully they drew a better card than Push.
Yeah.
But I guess it doesn't really matter if they just drew
They drew Remand, which is actually a good pickup.
Yes, that will be very good against the Grimlock.
Fire this off.
They got lands and a Fatal Push, so if we lose, it means we got very unlucky.
Almost certainly, right?
I don't think I've ever lost to a Master Shadow where I didn't get horribly unlucky. So.
Wow. Spoken like a true Shadow player. I guess that's probably because you just play perfectly every time, right?
Almost certainly.
Yeah. Ooh, Inquisition. We can even take the push if we want to.
Sure.
Play the Forest. I guess might as well take the push for future Shadows. I don't think there's anything.
They have 2 land cards.
We have.
Okay.
We have 1 Gurmag Angler.
So we need 3 more land cards and Escape Shift to kill us. They have a search. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, they suspended search last turn. All right. Do you just want to fire off this main phase Thoughtscour in case we draw?
Yes, literally anything.
Yeah, I guess. Ooh, fetch land. Strong. But yeah, I mean, if we draw Shadow or any other threat, we just want to be able to play it.
Yep. Or a land. I have to play land and fetch now.
Okay. So they have 2 unknowns. I kind of want to hold on fetch.
They do not. I would get a tap Steam Bounce.
Okay. No reason to play around like Cryptic Bounce. Like what's about to happen to us.
I mean, they should just be doing that anyway.
Yeah.
Like they were gonna upkeep it, right? Like they weren't just gonna not play it because.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Alright, we're drawing a lot of removal spells here.
Yeah, they probably certainly have escape shifts at this point, or inside or dead. But you know, I love the part where we get to complain. So
it's funny because I feel like you don't really complain that much in live Magic.
Nah, I'm not actually being serious.
Yeah. But having ran through a bunch of Moto Leagues with you in my life, you do really like to talk about how lame some opponents' draw steps are.
I mean, it's just the only way I lose. Yeah, we're wrong. We're so dead. Nice.
Yeah, this is Bring to Light.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't have enough to deal us 12.
So we got 2 mountains out of the deck.
Maybe they'll go for Hunting Wilds. No chance. I feel like Shadow doesn't win that many game ones. Maybe that's just like a random thought. But I feel like a lot of times it does
Your
suffer.
deck is more like valuable than most. Like you do get game and post board. Like
Yeah.
your post board games are typically better, but game ones are good too.
Yeah. I mean, you can always just do like I've seen like put a bunch of shadows into play, or put like 2 shadows in play on turn 2 that are gigantic. After Thought Seizing, like the only relevant card. All right, we can call this one. Fulminator is actually really nice too.
Yeah, Fulminator is just good. You got some Disdainful Strokes; those are gonna be nice.
Strokes.
They probably don't board like Tireless Hacker. Maybe they do, but I don't think they care enough. You can get all their roll spells out.
Echoing Truth also seems pretty bad. So the 7, we have these 4. It's
How
actually
lucky
kind of
feeling?
fun.
Do you want some surgicals? Are you gonna Fulminate or Thought Scour them? with the Valakut.
Yeah, I mean, I guess sniping one of their shock lands.
Colgan's command is fine too.
Oh yeah.
We can get them like hellbent a lot. Yeah, we can go 2 surgical. I don't hate it.
That seems fine. Also, being able to spike like a cryptic or something.
Yeah. They probably have snaps too.
Or just being able to power out a shadow quickly is nice. Or quicker, I guess. Yeah, this getting aboard out the 6 removal spells is quite nice.
Also, I just want to point out that we made it through a full game there, and I said nothing but things I was supposed to.
Yes.
I used no foul language.
Yep. Proud of you.
Thanks. You lost, so I'm not proud of you. But
well, you were helping, so I'm equally as disappointed in you.
I'm really more here to oversee things.
Yeah. It's like supervise, basically. Yeah. Has Benjamin locked in what he will be playing at the
probably also Shadow, but he loses much more than I do.
This hand is fantastic.
I don't have it open. 1 second.
Yeah, it's all good.
You don't hate to see this.
Yeah, you definitely don't. What's up?
Well, I mean, yeah, we should Scalding Tarn for Watergrave anyway, but where's his thoughts are gonna go?
Ooh, that's a good point. No reason to fire off the Street Wraith yet, right?
No, I want to Street Wraith. I want to know what cards we're drawing, so that we have better information for our Thoughtseize. See, like now we have 2 Thoughtseize that could be extremely relevant.
Okay, that's a good point. Ooh, Huntmaster. Wow, this is a lot of creatures.
Wow, they really they hit us with the old transformation.
I mean, this is pretty bad, and this is slow.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we take Click, and then next turn we look at...
Well, no, we probably want Thoughtseize next turn, just because the cards we're going to take are expensive anyway.
Okay.
So I'd rather... You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No reason to play a beefy Shadow, just because you can?
Well, I mean, no, we should play Shadow, but I just kind of want the Thought Scour more.
Okay.
And we're protected against Bold because we go Surgical.
Okay. So yeah, I guess let's fetch. Get another Water Grave. We can Thought Scour ourselves. And then we can play Large Shadow.
So now, like, I'm less inclined to take Carpenter.
Oh, because we have the K command. Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I do like to joke a lot about how good I am. Even if I don't always make good plays, I'd like to at least think they make sense, because I like to think things through.
It's a sound strategy in Magic.
So now we don't have to worry about Bring to Light.
Mm-hmm.
So we can fire off this Thoughtseize now.
Okay. I kind of just want to take the Snap, but...
I think I would rather take the Huntmaster.
Okay. Since we have Surgical also to counter it.
Yeah. They have no spells and we go Surgical.
Do you want to attack them down to...
Probably 13.
Yeah.
If we go to 5, we have 8. They're 19. 8, 16, 18. We could... If we put them to 11, next turn we can go to 3. And put them to...
Dead,
so we go to
right?
5, we have 8, they go to 11. After that we go to 3, we attack for 10, they go to 1, then we would have Colgan's command up for lethal. If they go to Flash and snap the block, we Surgical, command, kill it, get back Street Wraith. We go to 1, and they're also dead. Alright, we can take 3 points of damage. Just got like a blood crit.
Okay, yeah, because they go to 11, then we're going to deal them 12 next turn. Water Grave. That's a new one. So their hand right now is Swamp, Steam Vents, Overgrown Tomb.
Snap, Bring to Light.
Yeah, because we took the Huntmaster. Wow, their hand is not very good.
Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable draw.
Yeah.
But they should just be dead here.
They're no better surgical though. I guess they won't necessarily, right? We're gonna do this.
They are dead. 2 damage, return, kill the snap, return Street Wraith. Street Wraith. We should maybe surgical first to stop them from conceding.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Before doing anything.
Yeah, before the command.
Oh, they're F6, so.
But you didn't look through their deck anyway.
It looked like escape shift cards. It's all about getting rid of as much of the edge that you're trying to gain. So level the playing field.
Do we want dismembers over Battle Rage? Since we saw a lot of creatures.
I submitted, so.
Well, I would attempt to.
Do we want? You're saying dismember maybe?
Dismembers over Battle Rage.
I could see doing 1-1 maybe. It appears that our opponent.
What did we end up with?
Same thing that we submitted last game.
That's fine. It worked.
This hand is great. I think, but. Just has a bunch of threats, some disruption, a little bit of velocity.
How would you define velocity?
The speed at which you go through your deck. Wow, that is just tremendous. So here I think we want to bobble ourselves first.
Yep.
And then see what we hit.
Have you played this deck before?
I would like to cycle this. Cycle this.
Oh, we're so unlucky.
I mean, we're not that unlucky, right?
I'm pretty unlucky. I don't know about you.
We don't want to fetch, right? No reason to.
It would be thinning our deck of land cards, which would be a
bad.
Good draw.
Wow.
We should try fetch land. We're gonna get Blood Moon.
Wait, what?
I don't know. What are they doing? Are they gonna Blood Moon us? Alright, we should bobble ourselves. Because if it's a land, I'm fine not thought seizing this turn.
It's Battle Rage. Definitely hate to see that.
You really do. Only as a dismember.
Your what? Oh, opponent has a dismember?
I said if only it was a dismember.
Oh, yeah.
That would be acceptable here.
I think we just have to jam Thoughtseize, right?
Yeah. But it gives us enough cards for Angler in the worst case scenario next turn.
I also predict that this will be remanded.
Acceptable.
Yeah. Land. What?
I thought we got rid of that.
We did. Apparently we didn't get rid of it enough. Okay. I thought we actually were about to get Blood Mooned. I was gonna lose my mind.
Pretty brutal.
Alright. Okay.
Donate. Booker.
What are you interested in doing?
We do have a lot of options. We can I don't hate Thoughtseize.
And then kind of evaluate from there.
Yeah, I mean probably Shadow after that, but
okay. Escape Shift to spell, some Valakuts.
I don't really care about Dispel. So.
Yeah. And then
I don't really care about Escape Shift either. They also don't even have a second green. Maybe we should take a Dispel.
But yeah, I mean, it stops Battle Rage. That's about
Yeah,
it.
but we're not gonna. Like,
Yeah.
they're still dead without it.
I'm just gonna slam. I guess no, Shadow's better.
Shadow.
Yeah, I was thinking about the fact that they might have they do play Fatal Push in their deck.
Push, yeah, that's fine still. Yeah, actually, we should have taken this spell. That was pretty dumb. Alright, we can take it now.
They drew a negate. I should have. This is fine, I think.
Fine, I guess.
They still don't have double green, so I think we just play another Shadow.
Yeah, we're dead to. Oh no, we're not.
Yeah. They don't have double green. I guess Bring Delay? No, because...
It's not double green, they don't have enough lands.
Yeah. Alright, so they drew a push.
They did to a fetch line there. They did to that. We have 7-14, yeah.
Yep.
Do we know every card in their hand?
Yeah, it's Dispel.
Okay. Oh, they only have one, I thought they did.
Yeah. No, we're good.
Wow, we are victorious.
Mm-hmm.
They were not taking this, but I was kind of bad.
Yeah, that was a little loose. Alright, but we are victorious despite our questionable play. Alright, on to round... Are we on round 4?
Turning this one around.
We are. You know, after losing round 1, you know, we're going to have a nice 4-1. Alright.
Are you going to ask the question again?
If we should keep this. So is this round 4 of the league? As you've alluded to, this is just wait. We are on the draw. We are on the draw.
It still doesn't actually make a difference. we have 2 draws. So.
But we do have 2 Gurmags too, so you know I will lean on the side of caution here. All right. Wow. Look at this hand. You definitely enjoy this, and they get to be on the play, or they're on the play.
Do you think they're playing with creatures
or spells? It's questionable. Well, let's stamp this off and then we can tank.
We can keep, and then we can.
It's weird the type of decisions you make now, like when mulliganing.
Yeah.
Especially with Shadow, it's kind of cool. I mean, there really aren't that many Fatal Push decks. Like,
I was sort of thinking I want to get rid of the push. Maybe it's super greedy, but
well,
I think we're gonna want the second Thought Scour. It's like a nice safety valve where it lets us cast Angler by itself, even if we break on lands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We can get rid of Fatal Push.
Yeah. Based on
we're probably gonna lose to humans anyway. So.
Yeah. Based on the Moto meta too, I'm just might end up getting Thing in the Iced.
I did against Phoenix. I used to love when I played Shadow a lot, when people top with Serum, Thought Scouring them. But now people just like top Phoenixes, if they just like have a looting in hand. So you can't really do that. I've tried.
Let's see what they did with this actually.
Yeah, that is important. You should probably be paying attention to that.
2 cards on top.
Ooh, I want to Thought Scour them so bad, Brad. I don't want to do it so bad. Don't do it, but...
Do it. I kind of want to.
No, don't do it.
I
They're
can't
probably just Phoenixes. All right, it's your video. We're recording. Do you want to do it for the video?
Yeah, I mean...
All right, it's terrible. We have a Gurmag Angler in hand. They're probably arc like Phoenixes. But...
Well, you know... I've done things.
You still could have at least played, right?
They're Storm.
Alright. You still should have at least bobbled yourself first, because you could have just done it on their upkeep.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, you know. I guess both bobbles are also fine. We can upkeep.
Well, not do one now and then do one on their turn, so 2 cards.
Pyretic Ritual. Okay, so yeah, we're playing good old-fashioned Storm.
Yeah, I figured that out when a Grave Shot went into their graveyard.
Oh, cancel. I guess we can just do it in turn. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, it does not matter.
And we know they have a Pyretic Ritual. we got? What we got? All right, Gifts Ungiven. Strong card. Wow. We could really bring the heat. I think we just want to jam these Street Wraiths, right?
Yeah, we'll do it first, because I don't know if we want to get a Blood Crypt or Water Grave. I still don't know, so sure. Alright, we can get Water Grave. We can play... Oh, what's the best way to do this? We can just Garmog Angler. Leave open stub, be a coward.
Yeah.
Next time, Thoughtseize Shadow, and then still have up stub if they didn't make us use it. This is a very cowardly play, but I think it's correct.
Rather than just jamming both threats.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like we know they have ritual gifts, so like if we
yeah.
tapped out, they could just do that, then we can get into trouble. Oh, is this remand?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I wish we Thoughtseized. Sorry, my headphone fell out. 1 second. They have how many cards? 5.
Yeah. Kind of want to stub this.
Yeah, it's fine. We can stub. It would have been so much better than Thoughtseize, though. Yeah, I maybe should have thought about remand. Maybe should have Thoughtseize.
Hopefully they don't just have, like, bear into go off.
No, it's like...
We don't hate to see that.
I really don't.
Interesting. I wonder where they shocked there.
It could be another remand. Could be like... Could be another remand. Could be like ritual Manamorphose gifts or something. But they've already done that there. You can attack.
Yeah.
And I would play a Thoughtseize. You can play a land first, I guess. Or not. It doesn't really matter. Maybe don't, because it's better against remand.
Okay. Awkward. I guess not that awkward, but I think we just take gifts, but
yeah, we take gifts, and then we have a question on whether or not we play our shadows. So we let them cycle their repeal then.
yeah, because what happens if
we do get a second shadow into play, which is pretty good.
If we take the repill, repill just can't be right? Like they just end up winning off.
No, we die. And you have the time.
Yeah, like
we go Electromancer gives Manamorph. Yeah, we would die.
They go Pyretic, that goes to 3, Manamorphose to 4. If they have a land, it gets really awkward, right?
Yeah, land or ritual both get problematic.
Yeah, I think we just have to take gifts, right?
1 second. What happens if we take Electromancer? Is there anything we die to? If they draw like...
Brawl?
Yeah. We can just take gifts. It's the scariest one.
I mean, Electromancer does block, and we do... I think we...
That's why I was thinking about taking it. But I wanted to try and figure out how we die, right? So they repeal 1 shadow. Because we will have lethal, because we go to 7. Actually, no, we will have lethal with a decent amount of cards. But, yeah, we need to find a way to do ourselves too, alright? So they repeal 1 shadow. Alright, they untap. They have 5 cards in hand. Yeah, so if they draw, like, land ritual, so they're going to have 3 draws technically with Manamorphose, but they would need 1 to draw a mana reduction creature before they play the Manamorphose.
This is tough. I feel like I want to lean towards the Electromancer, but they do have more Electromancers than gifts. Kind of thing. Like they have Brawl and stuff to compensate, but it is
We
nice that
can
like
just take guess. It's the way we lose the easiest. But
and then fetch swamp,
uh,
or do we just jam both?
actually, no, we wouldn't have to. I did the math right the first time, but nah, we can get a blood crit because I want to keep battle rages and out. Kill them next turn through Electromancer blocking. And I don't think there's an area where they can storm Grave Shot for 5 but not 7.
That's a good point. We also have push that we can draw too.
Yeah, push, dismember, battle rage.
Okay, so your Shivan Reef.
Stub would essentially win the game.
This looks like a cantrip. Oh, nope. Okay. Bunch of mana. Oh, second.
No, I feel smarter.
Okay, so we have Snap Stub now. We just banish with both.
Sure.
Right, there's no reason to...
Yeah, they're forced to block 1, but yeah, we can just leave up Snap Stub. You can just pass.
Yeah, I was mostly
I
thinking...
get they can attack us to 3, and now there are actually some scenarios where we die, but...
Yeah, just conceded.
I mean, we could even... Yeah, I was about to say, we can, if they did attack, you can probably also just safely flash and snap, target stub, and block, because all of their things are sorcery speed.
Okay. So...
Alright. We should board in.
I mean, we definitely want these, right?
Yeah, definitely ease. Definitely some surgicals are probably pretty reasonable. I don't know, maybe like 3. The Saneful Stroke might be fine. We can get rid of battle rages.
I wonder if do we want truth with 2 EEs?
Yeah, probably. I mean, truth is better than E, so at the very least we should cut E before truth.
Mm-hmm.
I can get rid of battle rages.
You don't like battle rages against them?
No, it's not good. Just remember.
I guess it's like you're the control deck. You're not trying to race.
Yeah, and it's just like it doesn't actually like it cuts a turn off the clock sometimes, but it's generally not relevant. Get rid of a Street Wraith.
You like keeping in all the pushes?
No, we can get rid of like 1. And then maybe like a snap or something for some strokes. But I don't think I want 2 strokes, maybe just 1.
I definitely only like 1 stroke at most. Fine. I kind of want the other Street Wraith, but if you're
I don't think I've ever
left tunnel.
First time, but we can go with 1.
Say what?
I said, yeah, I don't think I've ever actually boarded in stroke first storm, but we can go with 1.
I am never sure if it's right. I think I've done it once out of like, the 20 times that I've played this matchup. I guess the question is, do we just want
to
keep
Street Wraith? Yeah, sure, we can keep the Street Wraith. This is fine.
Yeah. Looks good. Yeah, it is weird. I feel like the deck isn't bad or anything, and it's not really positioned poorly. I was surprised to see it completely fall off with Phoenix.
Yeah, but, sure.
Anyway, this hand's great, I think.
Yeah, it's all.
It is weird that I don't think I've played against Storm in real life in forever. Oh wow, they mulligan. That's unfortunate.
For them. Take all the wins we can get.
One card on top, one on bottom. Bubble ourselves, check, see if it's good, and then if it is, we can Water Grave. If not, we can. Alright, Thought Scour. I think I'm fine seeing Thought Scour.
Yeah, we can keep it.
just fire off this Inquisition. Okay, so they have 2 bears. Kind of just want to take pieces. Repeal is kind of a pain, but
I think I would take repeal because it's gonna be way easier to stub pieces than repeal.
okay. Wonder if, oh wow, there's not even, that's kind of strange. See them go with that line. All right.
We can Thought Scour.
What did they do? Okay, they put them on the bottom. Yeah, we'll just Thought Scour ourselves. Kind of bad.
And just turn and pass.
I wonder if we're gonna end up in a spot where we end up EEing for 2.
It's possible.
They bricked on land again.
Get a water, get an upkeep, or not.
Oops.
This is kind of bad now, though. We may not be able to stop. Thought Scour.
Yeah, I think we have to Thought Scour ourselves. And just hope we hit a land or something. Grimag's kind of nice.
I would.
I think we have to pass, right?
Yeah. Just hope they didn't draw a land.
Mm-hmm.
Or if they did, they might go for Electromancer pieces.
Wow, okay. Helping our shadows out as well.
This ended up kind of nice. Yeah, just Grimlock Shadow.
Three, 4, 5, 6. Get rid of the Thought Scour. Mag, Shadow, and yeah, we just have pieces up now. Or we have Stubborn up for pieces. And then we have Snap Stub too. So, them being choked on blue is also really nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Also, drawing a land would be pretty good. Being able to EE for 2. Yeah, I mean, I think we should fire this off, right?
Yeah.
Not particularly close. And then if we draw land, we're just home free.
Attack with Grimlock.
Do you think we can afford to give him a turn and play EE, or do you think we just wait?
Does not seem worth it to me.
Yeah. I agree. Kind of want to snap.
This is on their turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can stop it. We have a second one, right?
Yeah, we have a second snap and a second stub.
Yeah, I'm saying we have a second snap.
Veda push. So you just want to bobble, target them.
Let's see what they draw.
Alright, they're drawing pieces.
Attack with Grimlock anyway.
God, a fetch would be so good.
Yeah, I mean, you would win. Second pieces, we're gonna snap stuff. We could eat onto our snaps, and their creatures would die, and then we would attack for 9.
Okay, same thing. Stub the pieces, and let's see what we draw. We can also jam with snaps this turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, we win.
And attempt to win the game.
Stevens. Red, blue. I think we did it. Winner. All right.
3-1. Respectable record. It's a cash.
Now we get to see if we can get a nice, clean 4-1. All right.
It's a respectable finish.
So
I haven't not won 4-1 in my last like 8 leagues.
Wow.
I have
You're
like
just
4
insane.
and 4 or 5 of those.
I bet you're a millionaire in tickets. Wow, look at this hand. This is incredible.
I'm not as rich in tickets as I used to be, but I'm doing okay.
Nice. Oh, it's about time you did something.
We obviously never keep our game on 7, so
Yeah. That's just been a running thing. This hand is tremendous, though.
sounds good. We can get rid of this now, probably.
And what did they do? They kept 7. Yeah, I guess we'll get rid of Snap. And see what we're playing against. What do you think it is?
Tron.
Ooh. My guess is...
Humans. I hate this matchup. I'm not board any cards for it anymore because no one plays it, but it's been picking up again, so I might have to.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate.
We should fetch Swamp.
Thoughtseize.
No, sure, it's on Saucies, but...
Oh, you want to shoot your Ith?
Yeah. We're going to have to do it at some point. We can't just win with a fake card in our hand.
Yeah, that's true. We did mulligan. Do we want to wait on this bobble?
Yeah, to play around for Rebooter. And like the top card is pretty unlikely. Like if it's like Thalia and we take a Thalia, that would be pretty brutal. But
I think we just want to take Deputy. The rest of this is pretty irrelevant.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, we can take Deputy. So the next turn is Lieutenant, Violent, Hierarch.
And then
We'll
we
have
can
2/2 on a 1/2.
We can bobble them on their upkeep. It's weird that this deck's picking up again. Ooh, Aetherwell is a nice one.
It's better against Phoenix now that they don't play a million gut shots main, and it's like just pretty reasonable against most other decks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Especially if everyone's turning into like linear combo decks again.
The opponent did not do that correctly.
Nope.
For the people watching, you're supposed to play your Thalia's Lieutenant, note the trigger on the stack, while in the Hierarch, so that way they would both get pumped.
Do you want to shock in order to Thought Scour, or do you?
Scour. Yeah, we can shock. Our game plan at this point, since they're kind of resource light, is just Turbo Shadow. So we're just gonna hope we don't get cheesed up like Manus Rider or.
No, that actually plays
Mage
into
off the top.
the Turbo Shadow plan.
Yes, it's not terrible. Normally you want to try and be controlling against humans, but they're pretty resource light, so we should try and capitalize on that.
I think game 1 it's also kind of hard.
Yeah, that is true too.
Like you should have mono Thoughtseizes. I'd really like a red source. Alright, so they have that. They have both those. We don't know the last card. Okay. I guess we might as well fire this off.
Yeah.
Could be anything. If it's something like Reflector Mage,
Yes.
that was nice. Fire off Thought Scour.
Yeah, I was thinking about maybe playing a tap plan, but this is fine. Don't cycle that one. but just play Water Grave and Shadow.
We need to find a fetch lane now. So we can just battle rage them for 1 million. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's so lucky.
That was quite unfortunate.
And so we go to 6, and we're basically dead. Scour.
Guess we go to 1.
I think we have the bats. No, we have to cycle Sheerith and draw a Gurmag Angler. That's the only way we can not die. That does not work. We're good. You cannot win the game.
Oh, yeah, because this is going to be on 2. Yeah. So even if we Echoing Truth, that's unfortunate. Okay.
Alright, poured out Stubbs, 2 Street Race, and a Gurmag.
Oh wow, this is a super light boarding plan.
Yeah, I said my current list is bad against humans.
Yeah, not having Jace is a real bummer.
Jace isn't even good here.
Jace is great against humans.
Jace Friend's Prodigy.
Yeah.
Is not that good against humans.
Everybody loves boarding it in against the like matchups where you become a control deck.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I think Snapcaster look just as good on push, but
yeah, that's probably true.
And it's not bad against Reflector Mage.
Keep this. Yeah, this hand's great.
That's pretty good. I would play Inquisition.
You would what?
Inquisition.
Off of Swamp?
Yeah.
Strong. Okay.
They got Thalia, some blue-white card, and a red card.
Yep. They have Dire Fleet and Reflector Mage and Thalia.
We should
Dire Fleet's kind of a pain.
probably Reflector Mage, but
Yeah. I unfortunately agree. Dire Fleet is nice against us.
it's not bad. Island Thoughtscour.
You what?
Probably Island Thoughtscour.
That's kind of strange, but
I don't really want to play a removal spell on Thalia because I don't want to give them a removal spell for Dire Fleet Daredevil.
okay.
I would like to just play our creatures and have them be bigger, and then I wanted to Thoughtscour me a phase in case we drew that.
Just how we drew it up. All right. Well, now I kind of just want to take the Dire Fleet, and I don't really care about this stuff.
We sure should.
Good call. Alright.
No, Brad, they don't call me the best for no reason.
No one calls you the best.
You call me the best.
Nah, well, Ben calls you the best, so then it's just, you know.
Sure does.
As your pal, I have to indulge you. Alright, I would like to draw... Not that. Yeah, I mean... Oh, you just want to jam Gurmag?
Yeah.
Wow. I guess that's a weird approach. I would have almost certainly just played push, I think, is what I was like pretty heavily leaning towards.
Yeah, that play seems a lot worse.
Okay.
No, 5 play against 3-2-1.
Oh wow, Leah's playing right into the Reflector Mage. Alright, that's not as bad. We knew they had that though. I was just expecting the worst. Alright.
What they get? Reflector Mage. Okay.
Yeah, they got Reflector Mage.
Alright, attack.
Trying to think. We can dismember. Plus.
Yeah, we can dismember Shadow.
Yeah. Right? Because then we take 7.
And the next time we have Snap dismember.
Yeah, I guess hitting Thalia is more important.
Significantly.
Oops. We want to get some Blood Crypts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have anything that we want to. I'm glad we haven't seen a Mantis Rider this match. It's probably my least favorite. But I really, really hate Reflector Mage.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a good example of why you trim down on Gurmags too.
Yeah, ideally in the perfect board bind you have none, but it's not really
We
good board.
We just bash, right? To have
Yeah.
Snapcaster dismember. There is a world where they just like untap and Mantis Rider us, and pretty dead. Well, I guess they still have Battle Rage. I think we just pass, right? We just let them take 1. I mean, there's no reason not to.
If we're gonna do this, we just shouldn't have attacked then.
Yeah, I guess that's true. So yeah, I guess if we play Snap on Dismember and probably hit Reflector Mage.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay.
I think we're kind of committed to that. Because if we just like let them take 1, they crack back with both. We go to 8, and then like our Dismember's just kind of dead.
This at least puts them to 10.
I mean, if they have 3rd Reflector Mage or whatever, even Mantis Rider, we should be okay against.
Yeah,
we can
with
the
like total is.
like push Snap, push Mantis Rider.
Oh, nice.
Or we could go to like 5 and next turn block Bugler and Mantis Rider. Or even actually we'd have lethal at that point maybe. We'd go to 5, we'd have 8, 10 on board. They're gonna name Fatal Push obviously. Oh no, they might name Angler because they know we have it.
Yeah. Huh?
Alright, they named Angler.
Fortunate.
I guess that makes sense though. We can cycle. Draw a fetch, they're forced to jump.
And we're still swinging.
We're definitely swinging, but I think I want to push the things we can push before blocks.
Okay. You just think that's better than...
Yeah, like what do we die to then?
I guess it depends on what do you think they're going to chump with?
Probably the Militia Bugler. That's a Phantasmal Launch.
I guess we could attack and push this, and if they chump with this, it's like fine. Because then we can block Militia Bugler with Snapcaster, and then still have push on anything that's 3 or bigger.
I mean, we have push when we untap too, though.
Yeah.
I think we should push.
Okay. This also puts them in the abyss.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think they have to take that, but yeah.
I'm saying like next turn.
Yeah, I guess.
They don't know any of the cards they have. This isn't terrible. That's kind of annoying. As long as they don't find like another reflector mage.
That would be, but still pretty beatable too.
Mm-hmm. No, I definitely like our spot here.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest to play that left us in a bad spot, Brad.
Yeah. Touche. Alright, so 1 card left. They still have Rising Canopy next turn. Wow. Freebooter's kind of annoying.
Yeah, that, that was a good turn for them. Turning 2 cards into 3 creatures.
2, 4, 6, 7. I think we just take this.
Yeah, you can take.
That's kind of good.
It's not bad. We should kill them.
Yeah, good call. I didn't realize they took 1. I thought they were still in the yeah, there we go. I was like, I was tanking for a second there.
I was almost gonna let you see how long it took you to figure it out.
Okay. Good call. I don't think we want to change anything.
Nah, we can keep it the same.
Sounds good.
Sure.
Sucks not having like.
It'd be great if they mulliganed, but
I did not, unfortunately. It's kind of like a mulligan.
we can bubble ourselves. Is that a polluted delta?
Yeah. Not sure if we want that. I don't think we do.
Okay. Do you want a Thought Scour or E on 1?
So what? Do you want to
Thought Scour or E on 1?
I'm not sure, actually.
Yeah, I'm also trying to think about it.
I definitely thought about Eing on 1 just to trade with File, but it's not.
I kind of like Scalding Tarn, pass, draw polluted delta, fetch Island, Thought Scour.
Okay. Yeah, that was gonna be my other question: is do we want to try to stifle damage if we can? And I think that lines up with holding EE.
Yes, we have a relatively fine controlling hand, so yeah, I don't want to just like rush your hand out there, get Reflector Mage and lose. And I don't think that's necessary.
Mm-hmm. What are the odds that they actually name it? It's whatever.
High enough where there's... It's not high enough, but there's like no reason not to respond.
Yeah.
Yeah. My cat's back.
Your cat is back. E plus push. Okay. That's kind of interesting now. We can dismember, fetch, play Gurmag off of Swamp.
I do not like that play.
Okay.
I would play a Watery Grave.
Tapped?
Tapped, and allow my opponent to take the turn.
Is there a reason that you want to just like jam the Gurmag?
Yeah, because I want to take the game slow, and I do not want to get Reflector Mage and just let them pump a bunch of creatures out.
Okay.
The goal is to get it to the point where even if you get Reflector Mage, you're not behind. I was hoping they evolved in a 1-drop there, but this is fine. It's not fine, actually. This is one of the more annoying things they could do. But
Direfleet Daredevil is also quite lame.
yeah.
Pretty sure we just take 2 here.
No, we have a push in our yard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of want to turn on Snapcaster push anyway. So maybe we should be looking at E for 2 though, because they might violate a 2 here. All right, we can take the 2. We can hit the Militia Bugler, I guess. We can also try and save the snap to blow out their Direfleet Daredevil. But
well, the Direfleet can also blow out our snap.
I'm aware. But
So you just want to fire off this.
yeah, we'll hit the Bugler, I guess.
And then... That's kind of interesting.
That's kind of good. All right, we should probably be looking to do that now. We can play Delta, pass, see what they do, and then look to do something their upkeep maybe.
Like kill the
They don't
Vial,
do
kill
anything.
the
Yeah,
Battling
they don't do
Mage.
anything, but we can safely let their Vial thing happen too, probably. Well, no. I was saying if they Vial some man, because it obviously wouldn't be Thalia, because they would main phase that.
Yeah. They didn't fire off the Thalia's Lieutenant, so that makes me think that they might not have one.
Nah, yeah, I think they don't either.
And what do they actually do if we...
Yeah, we can just kill their things here. Hopefully that works. The next turn we can... yeah, go to 10. Next turn we can Shadow, leave open Snapcaster. They go for Direfleet Daredevil and push. We hit the push and then push their thing back.
You're saying next turn you want to do that?
Yeah. I think next turn we'll take 2, go to 8, play Shadow. And if they go for Direfleet Daredevil, we have Snap.
This will be interesting. See what they do here. They have so many cards.
I don't think they have a 2. Like, it didn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, I feel like if they had Thalia's Lieutenant, they would have just fired it off last turn. There's no reason to, like, lose the momentum there.
It could be Image. Would make sense.
Oh,
Image makes sense, because they wouldn't Image with nothing else in play.
Yeah.
But, they would have Imaged... No, they would have Imaged in response to us in the Bugler, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe they were probably thinking about Direfleet Daredevil there, because I guess they could Direfleet Daredevil hit command and bring back Bugler, but that's probably not a good play. We would just play more 1-drops. All right, they probably just name push again. Shit, it is not actually that bad for us. Well, the name Snapcaster, that is pretty annoying. Now we have to get rid of it.
So Direfleet plus Unknown. Alright, let's think. I mean, we could just play the Delta.
Yeah, just
EE for
Delta Swamp, E for 2 off the basics. Now we're starting to get. We will beat most things but Mana Star at this point, which we can still beat, but like it would be annoying. We presumably go to 7 here. Oh, just don't fucking. Oh, don't miss, Rider.
Yeah, Master Rider would be quite late. Okay, so that looks like a Noble, which is like.
It's like an extra 2 damage because they probably don't jam with Metal Image now.
Yeah.
We go 5.
Interesting.
Yeah,
we have to blow it up.
Yeah. I might have Reflector Mage still.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we should do it.
Well, we could just take the Dire Fleet if that's the problem. Okay, so Deputy plus Dire Fleet. Pretty sure Dire Fleet's just better. Right?
Dire Fleet is better, but okay, we can take Dire Fleet, play our land tapped, and then play both creatures.
Oh,
we'll have because then we'll have Snap, Dismember, and Full on it next turn.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you want to just jam?
Yeah, play both creatures. They draw like Thalia's Lieutenant. It's pretty annoying because then we don't trade.
Yep.
But that's the only thing that does it. Because then we have to chomp with our Gurmag.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Having to trade with the Gurmag or the champions.
Yeah, they have to draw Hierarch or Thalia's Lieutenant to do that.
If they draw Image, we die.
Yeah, Image would be bad. No, we don't. It's not fair.
No, it'd be 5, right?
No, it's 4.
Oh, they drew Hierarch.
I did draw Hierarch though. Yeah, that sucks.
And we just have to jump.
Yeah, I mean, we're still okay, but that was one more 1-1.
I think we just pass, right?
Yeah, that was a pretty reasonable draw.
I'm still on the plan of snapping, killing the Deputy.
Yeah, I'm not. Why?
Oh, I guess that's true because then we just get to. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was being really stupid. This is. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I forgot that Vidalcan Wizard is not a.
Yeah, I realized when you kept saying it was lethal last time when it wasn't. But this is why I was saying it has to be exactly Hierarch or Lieutenant to get 2 pumps on champ. Just go.
Yeah. We still have a push. 2 pushes. Huh.
That's a really good draw.
I think we just bash, right?
Yeah, attack.
Like we have to be aggressive here, and we just have plenty of answers to all their things. To the surprise of no one.
They probably jump with Hierarch. Or not. It's pretty good for us.
So So what's the... I guess we see what they attack with, right? Let me figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you can push just all, yeah.
Yeah, I think we have to, right? Well, we don't have to, but...
No, push all.
That's unfortunate.
Maybe that could end up being really good.
Yeah.
No, just attack still though. They probably jump the hierarch, that which kind of sucks, but
Wonder if they're just gonna... Oh, wow. I mean, I'm just gonna snap push it, right?
sure.
Flash and snap. Push, fatal push. And we're still protected from Mantis Rider.
Yep.
Kind of nice. That's a strong pickup.
It's not bad.
Alright. We did it, I think. Wow.
So respectable 4-1 finish.
Yeah. No, the list feels nice.
Yeah, I think my list is pretty good. But
Hopefully you will
win
come
the
back
Mythic
from
Championship?
London. Yeah.
Become an esports arena millionaire.
Yeah, that would be just awesome.
That would be nice.
And then I can move out to Vegas, with
Wait,
on friendship
I'm gonna
fund.
move you out. I'm gonna move you out to my house when I become a millionaire.